What's happening, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into the channel today. We've got another really special thing going on right here with my neighbor's 2015 1500 GMC truck. He's trying to do some lighting upgrades to it, and he's wanting to do some LEDs. He actually did it a couple of weeks ago, but he was pretty disappointed by his results. Some of the things that the GMC owners are having issues with are clocking issues and different LED pulsing issues. So we got a hold of the guys over at astar again, and they hooked us up with some really cool products that take care of all of these issues. Their newest 8th gen chipset LEDs that are clockable for the headlights, and then as well as their new LED intelligent decoder pieces. So we're going to be able to fit those in, and I'm going to go through and tell you exactly what these do and how they'll be able to fix your application. So when he started this LED upgrade, he decided at first to go with the Hikari. These things take 9012 bulbs, which is a dual lens bulb. They work for both your high beams and low beams. There's just a little filament cover inside the headlight housing that flips all the way open to see your high beam. So the Hikari LEDs that he got, as you can see, they're a 3-chip, get that thing to focus right here. They are a 3-chip LED, and they seem to work pretty decent. They've got a good lumen output, but the problem is in these GMCs, which I'm not sure if it's an issue with the LED or the actual different kind of housing in the truck, it's not specifically for it, but they don't clock in the correct direction. These LEDs, when you clock them in, they have to clock into the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock position. If they do not clock into that exact position, then they just don't work. The housings are meant for the light to shine outwards, and then it projects it out to where it needs to go, especially with these projector style lights. Now the guys over at astar, they took care of this problem. Their light bulbs, they were able to have a lock ring that once you lock it into the headlight housing, you are actually able to turn and relock your headlight. That allows you to clock that bulb in the correct direction. So we're going to show you exactly how these go in here and how they are able to clock to where they actually need to go. So first thing you're going to see once we get into the box, like I said, this is a 9012 bulb set. You open up the box, and then we've got the instructions as well as a little Allen key. That is what's going to allow us to adjust the actual collet. These bulb sets from astar, they have a 4-chip LED SMD style bulb, and then as you can see here where the collet mounts, they're about the exact same distance here on the back spacing, but here there is a little Allen bolt right inside of there that you're going to be able to adjust this collet back and forth to where you need these things to go. Just like in the other ones, they have their little resistor blocks, but those standard ones, they don't always take up what needs to be. So that's why we've got the other LED intelligent decoders, and we're going to go through them, what they do also. So now we're going to get into these LED intelligent decoders through astar. They don't need to bolt in, but they have a mounting bracket right here, and then they have the standard connectors for the 9012 bulb as well. Now the issues that these are going to take care of are actually quite a few different issues. Some people, when you put in an LED, especially in these newer style housings and everything, they're going to have lamp out indicators. This is going to have the resistance that's going to make that lamp out indicator go away. There are internal resistors in here, like I said, and then there also is an internal capacitor. The capacitor in here is going to be able to store a nice voltage charge to be able to get rid of that LED pulsing issue that a lot of other people have. On first startup, it's going to offer a little bit more voltage also to keep your bulb from flickering on slow startup, and then it's also going to have that capacitance. So if you were to have a charging issue or an extra pulsation from your alternator, that's going to have that capacitance build up, so you're not going to get a pulsing LED. So thankfully he's already got everything all taken apart here. As you can see, he's got his pretty sweet little LED light bar right in the middle as well. We're going to keep the standard Hikaris that he just put in on his left hand side, and then we're going to put in the JDM A-Stars in our left side housing to show what it's going to look like with a correctly clocked LED bulb. So the difference in these bulbs right here, we've actually taken the time to already go ahead and clock the JDM A-Star bulb where we need it to. And then on the left hand side, we've got the Hikari where it is just standard clock. There's no adjustment to it. You can see how these things are clocked. They are about 45 degrees off. This one, the Hikari on the large tab up here, is straight up and down, which I guess in a normal housing could work for it, but in these GMCs specifically, they don't work that way. They're clocked off 45 degrees. So when this one was in the housing, that light bulb had those chipsets facing 45 across, way off. So these bulbs, now that we have them clocked correctly, they're going to be at the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock positions to be able to give us the best reflective output for these housings. So we'll get them put in here to the housings. They're pretty easy, and actually these housings have a whole lot of extra room in around the inside, and these JDM A-Stars are going to fit just nicely, and I think we're actually going to be able to fit the capacitors and the wiring harnesses and everything all inside of there, have no issues. So for all you guys thinking that there's no way that you're going to fit that bulb, the chipset, the LED resistor, and the decoder in there all at the same time, you can. There's plenty of room in this housing. Now you're just going to have to get out your Tetris skills and get it all stuffed in there right, but it will fit in there, and it will fit in there flush to be able to get your standard factory cap back on your housing. Let's see how it looks on the actual truck. So as always, we want to show you guys proof on how well this product actually works and the importance of actually getting these LEDs clocked in the right position. So just first off, having a look at the little output here right on the outside of the lens. We haven't cleaned them off, so you can kind of see the output on how this one is got straight up and down. So your LED is straight up and down, so the light output is straight out at the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock position. Those are the ones that we installed from JDM A-Star. Now these are the ones that he had installed from Hikari. As you can see, the round housing here, this is where those were clocked. So you've got this really big bright spot over here, and then you're going to have a big old dead zone right up here on your top left, which would be clocked on the truck. So look around here and see what we actually have. There is a huge difference in these. Now here on the left hand side, you can see with the Hikari, there's some really bad bright spots here, and then absolute dead zone up above that. Whereas there with the JDM A-Stars, when you get these things clocked in the right position, they're going to work and perform the absolute best that they can. Nice, even all the way across. And then let's turn on the high beams then. There you can see, even with the high beams on, he was getting great coverage here down in the lower right hand side, but when he turned his high beams on, he was getting absolutely nothing. There's no difference in that. When he turned the high beams on, it really sucked. So when he turns his high beams on over there, that is all the better for him. Everything is nice, even all the way across. I am amazed again at the difference in when you get the right product for your application, it's going to give you a whole lot better results. Well, that's one more product in the bags that turned out absolutely awesome. I always like to give you guys quite a bit of information on all the products that I review, just in case it really doesn't turn out that they're that awesome of a product that you guys can actually, make a good decision for yourselves. But this time, even though I had a whole lot of information, they turned out just as awesome as the manufacturer said they would. The guys over at JDM Astar, they do a really awesome job at putting out great products for what people need and to fill out those applications where people have all kinds of issues. All you got to do is give their tech line a call and they will have a product for your application needs. That's usually 100% for sure. So make sure you go and check them out. I will put the link down below for the 9012 bulbs and the resistor adapters that we used in this application today for the 2015 GMC. So that's about all I have for you guys today. Thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you like the content like this that I'm putting out for you guys. Make sure you check me out over on Instagram and Facebook as well. I'm there anytime, all the time. Thanks, and again, you guys stay awesome.